Hey guys, how's it going? We're back here with another video. This is a little 365 pound single, very light. I go up to 390 and it felt super light for me. Like, for me it seems the higher the weight, the faster I go up. That's just how I feel. But today's topic is actually the 36th annual Florida State Championship at Nova University. I will be attending, so if you want to come by and say hi, go straight ahead. That's gonna be fun. It's actually May 12th, and it's only about a month away actually, which is pretty cool, pretty nerve-wracking. It's only my second meet, and I for one get a little bit of stage fright before I'm on there, before I get to the platform, and then once I'm on the platform, I totally feel fine. Alright guys, so here we go with a 390 pound single. Very easy weight. At least now it is. Honestly, 390 is very close to my max, but it wasn't actually. It felt very light. Yeah, I even freaked myself out. But the reason I mentioned the Nova meet is this topic today is, what have I been doing to prepare myself for the meet? This is only my second meet, but I'm actually treating it like it'd been my first, because my first was my first. But I didn't really prepare for it, I just did my lifts, I lifted, followed the program, but I didn't think in my head like, hey, I have to do this meet, do it perfectly. I just kind of did it. It was fun, it was awesome, and it put me on the radar for, for everybody who saw it, but it was very fun though. So this time I've been preparing myself by correcting any error that I had during January. Before I forget, these are our working sets. Eric has helped me a whole lot throughout these months that I've been powerlifting. So I decided to, include him in here. Also, he asked me to, he wants to be famous YouTube star. So I'm like, why not? Why not? Totally cool. So here are his sets too, but back to the topic. I missed 3 lifts at that meet. One was just lack of strength or energy, and that was my deadlift. The other 2 were squat. Squat is like my middle ground, like I don't have perfect form, I have good form, but at the same time I'm relatively good at it. So bench would be like my worst thing and deadlift my best. Squat's in the middle, just perfectly set in the middle. And the reason I messed up on the squat was my strength may have been boosted by the adrenaline a little too much, or maybe I just lost focus, but whenever I went up on the squat, I would accidentally throw the bar a little bit closer or, farther away from my original position. Basically, I would move the bar and I would lose balance and have to step back or forward, which will cost you a lift, because in order to get a lift on squat at a powerlifting meet, you need to first tell the referee you're ready, so get into your position, and then they will say, on rack, I think. Yeah, I think that's the word. And then, once you're pretty much good, you just, wait for her command to say squat. You give her a little, signal like, hey, I'm ready to squat. She'll say squat, he or she. You go down below parallel and then up, and you have to wait for the referee to say re-rack or rack. And yeah, I kind of messed that last one up, because if you take a step back or forward, or you miss going below parallel, you will not get the lift. And parallel is basically I think your hips have to go below your knees, or at least below parallel to your knees, which it's easy for me because I just go all the way down till my calf stops my hamstring from going anymore, which is kind of good, having good calves, having big calves. Although please don't hate, didn't choose to have big calves, but hey, honestly I would choose to have big calves. But yeah, back to the stories. So I've been doing a lot of readjustments to my squatting position, to my placement of the bar, and even how long it would take me to go down or up. I would go a nice small descent, and then as soon as I'm down, go up, but I wouldn't go all the way up with full speed. You know, I'd kind of shift gears midway so that I wouldn't be exploding like a rocket. And actually, one thing, back to the footage, Eric's a little smaller than me. He's like 5'9", I'm 5'11", and his squatting rack height is a little lower than mine. So whenever he's working in with me now, he has to kind of get on his tiptoes to unrack the weight and re-rack it. But he said he was fine with it, so, you know, shout out to a player right there for actually just doing it, you know. He just did it, didn't really care about the racking heights. So yeah, that's cool, but back to the story. So every time I squat now, I would, you know, focus not on actually getting the lift up, but actually keeping the balance on my back, which is very important, because if you don't do that, you can hurt yourself really badly, or you can hurt somebody behind you. But yeah, that's not great. By the way, these are pin squats for 2 at 275. Very easy, but very helpful. And that's pretty much the end of the story, guys. One last thing though. We are going in with RDLs, which are Romanian deadlifts, and these are my least favorite exercise, by far. Yeah, they're not my favorite, not by any long shot. They do help your back, but believe me, they're just not my favorite, not at all. They're like the black sheep of the family again, you know? It's like that one member nobody seems to really enjoy, but I'm sure people do enjoy the lift. I know I do sometimes, not. I'm joking, I totally don't. But yeah, so my last set was 335 for 2. I needed to go 6, 4, and 2, and go into increasing weight with lower reps. But yeah, that was captured on Instagram Live, so if you guys saw that, congratulations. But that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Thank you all for watching. Watch this new end card, and peace.